whether it's a female friend or a male friend, I won't flake. I've got your back.
I've got a whole box of Playboys that date back to the 60s. And I'm not kidding.
That's great.
Yeah, this was like, I ended up adopting this. I got rid of one box.
But
I still got one other
limitations
box,
to pornography that bore me, and this feeds right back into where we are with ourselves and how far we want to go into our relationships. So I do notice that there are some relationships where we're looking for some practicality with a little bit of romance, have the family, go out to dinner, vacations. Great. There's other relationships that are, all right, we're full of love and order and adventure. And then there are people who want to have just a party and a banquet and a gala with the gods of love every day. And that's where I fall.
Hey, it is what it is.
She's very bohemian.
You know,
it is what it is.
I mean,
right.
You know, but I did not come from that. I came from a very traditional family of a lot of male success and beautiful women and kindness and love. But yeah, I really ask a lot of my partners, and I think we all should, male or female, because really all we need is love and peace. And when somebody really knows you, and when you allow someone to know you, and you're still loved with that dark, deep secret you're trying to keep from the world,
right?
I mean, that just diffuses so much anxiety, so much unrest, so much wasted time, you know, to know that we are wholly loved.
There goes that communication I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. And it's interesting that you mentioned, you know, exposing those secrets, you know, being vulnerable. That's still, I'll say, a lost art.
Yeah.
Because we're so, especially during this time, you know, we're in the age of social media where everybody's looking for validation for anything, the dumbest thing.
It's like kindergarten language.
Yeah.
They put their meals. They put their meals online.
Yeah.
To your point,
I don't care what you ate.
To your point, that's another reason why a big topic nowadays too. I'm hearing on the radio and YouTube and TV a lot is there's a lot of 20-year marriages. People are just like walking away, like I'm done.
Right.
I'm done. I am done after 20 plus years. It's just like, I mean, I only got, let me see, I'm married 9 with her for 16. I'm at 16 I cannot fathom like just being like, all right, deuces. I'm done.
I mean, doing the math, that's 25 years.
Yeah, but longevity is not the end all.
It's crazy, and it goes back to like what you were saying, just, you know, those little secrets, you know, allowing this particular person that you're sharing the rest of your life with a peek into the madness that is you.
Right.
Well, to that, so for married folk, hey, I won't even say
a little different, right?
Yeah. It's
how does Kylie put it? It just hit different.
It does hit different. With being married, I mean, this person has made a conscious decision to align themselves, whether it's take on the last name or whatnot. Hey, there shouldn't be any secret.
Right.
There should be no secret.
Matter of fact, and that should be disclosed before. Hey,
let's check these boxes.
Like a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah,
it doesn't always happen.
Right, true, and that's a shame. And it's truly a shame.
And it's not bad. It doesn't make someone wrong or a bad person or dishonest. It's just we need to start teaching each other how to communicate about these things that we hold so close, but keep the walls up or miles apart.
Yeah, I mean, I have a story. Matter of fact, I never even. So when I was going through my divorce, what was the movie? There was a book, the Love Dare book. So there was a forum. It was a blog, and I met these 3 guys. I hope one day to meet these guys. One guy lives in Seattle. The other guy lives in Austin, Texas. So the guy lost. Matter of fact, they're both remarried. Like, so we were all going through our divorce at the same time. They're both married, so I must be dragging ass. I don't know.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Like me neither.
Hot shit.
I ain't going to put you on the hot seat. You know what I'm saying?
Hot shit.
But I concur with that statement.
Can I get a harump out of him?
Hot shit. So the guy from Austin, Texas. So he started. Finally got back on the horse. He started dating, and what he found out was when he told the women, all his good points, bullet points, but the points that would make him shine. He said the woman would run away, and they didn't stick around. They didn't stick around any that much longer. So he had an epiphany. He said, "I'll tell them everything. I will be transparent."
Right.
And we ran some women off, but hey, at least he was honest.
Mm-hmm.
Told the truth. Mm-hmm. And one woman, and basically all he had to, all he was saying was, so he's a division. NCAA Division II basketball coach. So he's probably coaching now. So on top of that, he has a busy work schedule. He's raising his daughter. Really responsible stuff.
Right.
This guy wasn't smoking weed every day, doing meth or whatnot. And one woman.
That's bad.
Depending on who you talk to.
Just checking.
Depending on who you talk to. The meth part. Hey.
Every time I'm on the motorcycle, I swear to God.
The Gus and Los show does not concur with that statement.
Weed is like, when I ride the motorcycle now, there is not a time I ride and I don't smell weed coming out of somebody's car.
Well, that's because Ohio is almost
it
fully
is
recreational.
Like they just,
like the rest of the world.
We were riding the other day, and I was like, man, can you smell that skunkamola? And sure enough, it came flicking out the window. They didn't even smoke the roach. Like, they don't even keep the roach anymore. Yeah. I'm like, well, that's like $5 worth of pot you just threw out there on the road.
Right.
You kidding me?
So going back to my friend, so he meets a woman, and he's like, I'm never home, busy, blah, blah, blah. And she said, is that it? And he was shocked. He was like, and fast forward, they've been married like several years now, have a baby, and I'm just like, wow, what's up? That's what's up. But even in, him getting to know her, he felt this pressure to not disclose, to not be transparent of what he really is, what's important in his life. Because some people, it will run some people away.
Well, because we're conditioned.
But that should be a good thing.
Right, we're conditioned to believe
right.
that. We're conditioned to turn our head to what is unconventional or unorderly or, we're not independent thinkers. And that's what I'm saying. When we use our heart and our mind and our body in our highest vibration, it's not going to be harmed. If I just use my body casually, I'm probably going to get ill from something. If I had a bunch of partners and, a bunch of sex and cocktails with men who would ask me out. Mm-hmm. No. And it's the same with our heart. He was using it and in the right way by sharing something that felt right but scary and did it. And someone took attention to that, and it's all about it's about timing, it's about the right person, all of that, but really I just have this push to get people to start healing and stop losing so much of their life based on their own hang-ups that seem oppressed or judged. And I think the younger generation's doing a great job with trying to just explode that into every form to show that no matter what, you're accepted and loved. And I think, that's also going to kind of trend kind of downward with, everything that's happening with the younger generation. And they're just my total heroes these days, to be able to speak of everything without, ooh, that horrible voice of judgment or rejection, which is truly mostly the case. I know there's some very close, very, very close people in my life who have expressed something to their families, and they're like, well, we don't want to hear about that. And my goodness, how do you move on to feel like you can never trust anyone else if some of your closest people reject you? So be open to your partners, people, and then that will open up a whole new world of pleasure and of peace. I mean, everything from when you communicate openly and you talk about your shortcomings or what you think are your shortcomings, your own faults, your own fears, being able to express that and to feel love just opens up this whole world. And I really do believe it's a quick shift. It's just being direct, speaking clearly without the distortion of all of our trauma, all of our socialized pain, all of our socialized conditions. Come back to your center, which is where we'll maybe talk a little bit about meditation at some point today. Yeah. Gus, my yogi over here, my yogi buddy.
Right.
And it's interesting that you mentioned just being transparent which is really the definition of true intimacy.
Yes.
It's not doing it doggy style.
No.
Yeah, that's a form of intimacy, but
As a physical
Fucking.
form.
yeah,
It's
physical
fun.
form.
Feels good.
But laying out,
Yeah.
your flaws, what's really what's really on my mind, allowing somebody into your soul. That's true intimacy. And once again, that whether it's not been taught or some people shy away from it, it's.
I didn't shy away from it. Here I am, 6 kids deep.
You just a horn dog. That doesn't count.
No. That was a result of communication.
He read
between
that.
my wife and I.
Right.
And I bared my soul, and she bared me children.
He read that part of the book
Just
that
like
said,
that.
"Go out and
Bear
be
your-
fruitful."
And become many.
And there you go.
I have done my role.
You've done your part.
Bear your soul, get pregnant. That's new fertility treatment.
Future
Maybe.
taxpayers
you who
are
don't-
Something
there.
going on there.
And for those of you who want to get out there and really do it, what you should do is put up a sign. As a matter of fact, let A&E Signs do it. A&E Signs, our other sponsor. A&E Signs and Lighting is a true full-service sign company. They design, manufacture, install, and service from their plant in Cincinnati, Ohio. In addition to the normal sign fabrication, they fabricate TV towers, ATM surrounds, canopies, destination and wayfinding sculptures. That's A&E Signs. Hit them up.
That boy good.
Perfect timing.
Dude, I'm telling you, I can't.
I could have sworn the last show
Yes,
Gus
you
was
did.
supposed to be doing
I can't
the
follow
sponsors this
you. I
evening.
can't follow that, man.
Yes, you can.
I can't follow that.
You're the other half of the Gus and Los show.
You know
How
what?
can you not follow
You know
that?
what? Let me.
Yeah, but you got the radio voice.
I equate that.
No, you have. I will say this, Colonel. Besides your fun facts, you do have a radio voice. You do have.
Somebody at the bar told me that the other night.
Yeah.
I was just.
I concur with that.
I ordered something and he's like, "Hey man, you got like a radio voice." I'm like, "Okay,
concur
are you hitting on me?" Okay.
Is he moist? You get it now. You get it now, Gus.
Oh, your season's coming up, Gus.
Yes, my season to torment people.
Yeah, I know. I like that word.
You have seasons?
Yeah, but I mean that's a part of it too.
I wish I had
being,
seasons.
Being able to feel, something biological and natural from a desire for someone else, male or female, however that presents itself. I feel that the more sexually fulfilled I am, it's a complete yield from how closely and intimately involved I am with someone. Now I'm married and I'm monogamous. I've had a few partners in the past, and it's all very different.
Yeah.
But yet it really comes back to me. How open am I with this partner?
Right.
And the ones that I feel comfortable and safe with and secure with to know me, the more safe and comfortable I am to, where my limit has no love.
Right. There you go.
And there's a lot to be said. So I encourage people to show each other who they are, and that also comes from a sense of boundaries and a sense of value. And,
Yeah.
Hey,
and what comes from that. So
a lot of people don't understand. Sex is just not physical. There is a huge mental aspect to it.
yeah,
Huge. If you can connect, I hope my wife doesn't kill me, but like on the level that my
Speak
wife
on it,
and I,
babe.
that
Speak
the
on
level
it.
that my wife, I mean, that's how 6 kids, you know what I mean? The most grandchildren of anybody, out of her siblings. But if you can connect on that mental level, it will lead to I guarantee you, great gratification on the physical.
Yeah, I was going to say that's all. Even the best lovers in history, they connect on an emotional
Yeah.
level,
Yeah,
right.
And,
And that's where it
that's
starts.
the only way it
Yeah.
and the sex is the reward, is the gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the goal, but that's the gift that just comes. I mean, I've had relationships where I had no sex with my partner, and I valued and it was not just one person, but I valued their company so much,
Right.
and their intellect and their integrity so much. I thought, well, this is primal. I can skip it.
Right.
But no, I can't.
Right.
I cannot.
So, with that said, that leads to an interesting caveat.